Want to run powerful AI models like Llama or Gemma right on your laptop without needing an internet connection or expensive cloud services? In this video, I'll guide you through installing LM Studio, loading your first model, and exploring features that will transform how you interact with AI. Let's get started. Let's open a browser and search for LM Studio. The first result should be lmstudio.ai, the official site. Click it and you'll see a big download button in the center of the screen. LM Studio works on Mac with M-series chips, Windows with x86 or ARM, Linux with x86, and AVX2 support. Check the system requirements on the website to ensure your machine can handle it. Typically, you'll need at least 8 GB of RAM. Let's click the big button and the download starts. For Mac, you'll get a DMG file. Windows gets an exe, and in Linux, you'll get an app image. The download takes just a moment. Once downloaded, open the file. On a Mac, drag the LM Studio icon to the Applications folder. On Windows or Linux, follow the installer prompts. Once it's done installing, search for LM Studio in the Finder window and run it. You might see a warning about it being from the internet. That's okay, just click Open. Here's the LM Studio interface. Let's click the Get Your First LLM button. It suggests downloading an LLM based on your system's capabilities. For me, it's Gemma 3 12B from Google. Yours might be different depending on your hardware. Click Download to get the model. This takes a few minutes. For me, it took about 5 minutes in total. Up in the top right corner of the LM Studio window, you can choose to skip this step if you want. Notice the checkbox to enable the local LLM service at login, letting LM Studio run in the background. Uncheck it if you don't want this. I'll leave it checked for now. Once the download is complete, click Start New Chat to start using the model. The interface looks like ChatGPT. Click Load Model and wait for it to initialize. Notice the System Resources stats at the bottom right. Super handy for monitoring performance. Let's ask it a question, something like explain inflation like I'm 5. It responds with a simple explanation about piggy banks and cookies. Perfect for a kid. On the left, click on the folder icon for My Models. Here's our Gemma model, showing it's from Google with Q4 quantization. Quantization compresses the model's data to save memory. Q4 means it's highly compressed, great for smaller machines, but it might slightly reduce accuracy. Click the gear under Actions. You can adjust the context length, which controls how much of the conversation the model remembers. The default is 4096 tokens, but you can go up to 131K if you have enough memory. Under the Prompt tab, you can change the system prompt. You can also change the string the model displays when it's thinking. Under Inference, we can adjust the temperature. This controls how creative the model is. A lower number, closer to 0, for focused answers, and a higher number, closer to 1, for creative ones. Let's close the settings and click the search icon for Discover. Here we can search for more models to download. There are lots of models available to us here. If we click on one, like Llama 3.3 70B, we can see the characteristics of the model. Notice where it says Partial GPU Offload Possible, which simply means it's borderline usable on my hardware setup. Let's select another model, Qwen 2.5 Coder 32B. Notice it says Full GPU Offload Possible, meaning the model should work well on my hardware. Looking at a few more models, they're also green and say I could download them and full GPU offload is possible. Most of these models work for me, but keep in mind your mileage may vary depending on your available resources. Let's look at DeepSeek R1. This is a smaller version, only 8 billion parameters, than the full one available on the web. It's green and fits on my machine. Here's some more information on the model. This looks interesting and it's a staff pick, so let's download it. I'll speed this up, but in real time it took about 2.5 minutes to download. Once the download's done, let's click Load Model, and we're back in the chat window. This time let's let the model show off a bit, and we'll ask it, explain inflation to me like I'm in high school. The response is pretty quick, so let's take a look. It gives a detailed response about supply, demand, and inflation types, which is great for students, as well as the effects of inflation. Very nice. Now let's go back to the Discover page again and look at a few more options. Under Mission Control, let's click on Runtime. In this tab, you'll find options related to how the application executes LLMs on your machine. The Metal, Llama CPP, and LM Studio MLX are different runtimes LM Studio can use. If you're running on Windows or Linux, your runtimes might be different. Clicking on the Hardware tab, you can see the CPU, GPU, and memory information. Let's go back to Model Search. Notice all the models shown by default have the purple LM Studio icon next to them. In the text box, let's search for Deep. The first few models shown are LM Studio models. Notice the rest of them are Hugging Face models. Clicking through a few of them, we can see some of them are fine for our setup, but some of them are too large for my hardware. Let's pick one, and in the corner, click on the model card. We can see the URL is for the Hugging Face information on this model. Let's click to open it in a browser. And here's all the information about the particular model from Hugging Face. Under Files and Versions, we can see all the files needed for the model. Depending on the resource you use, these are called GGUF files, but I also saw it pronounced GGUF. Let me know in the comments what you think the right pronunciation is. Let's close out of Hugging Face and go back to Model Search. Notice as I click through here, models come up from different sources. The first one is Unsloth, which is a resource for patches and fine-tuning of LLMs. The next source is from China, another Unsloth. The next one is from The Bloke, and so on. My point is, know where your models come from and who's modifying them when you pull them down. There could be a security concern. Let's cancel out of this and go back to My Model. Now we can see there are two models listed, the original Gemma we pulled down and the DeepSeek model we got as well. Next, under the Developer tab, we might get excited and think there's a full IDE waiting for us. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but there is some log information. There are also some settings. We can see where LM Studio is serving up our model for others to access via API calls on port 1234. The status is stopped now. Let's toggle it to running. And under where it says ready, let's copy the curl command. And open a terminal window and copy the curl command to the window. And look at that, we get an example curl command to localhost on port 1234. In the request, we supply the model we want, and in messages there are instructions for the LLM. It says always answer in rhymes and today is Thursday. Kind of strange. The request we'll make is, what day is it today? And our temperature set to 0.7, so we should get an interesting response. Let's click return to submit the curl command. It takes just a minute and we get back a response. Notice our response is today is Thursday, no doubt with the rhyme to soothe the crowd. That doesn't really rhyme. Notice the end of the think output is here, and scrolling up, we can see the start of the think message. Not a great showing, but bottom line, we have the ability to use the API to call models running in LM Studio. We'll do something cool with this in a future video. Let's close the terminal, but before we go, I want to leave you with something I know many of you have been waiting for. Down in the corner, let's click on the gear icon, and here on the general page, under color theme, let's click on dark. Nice. Way easier on the eyes for sure. There are some other settings you can scroll through here and change. You can also change the chat window behavior, as well as some of the behavior under the Developer tab. But I don't see where you can change that weird everything must rhyme instruction. Confusingly, hardware and runtime are under here too, but it doesn't look like we can change anything we haven't already seen. Let's close out of this. Alright, that's it. You've got LM Studio up and running. And we did a walkthrough of the functionality, including downloading a couple of models, using the REST API, and I think most importantly, we changed the color theme to dark. Leave a like if you found this useful. Thanks for watching, and remember to always begin secure.